These Portuguese tarts are made with a coagulated custard and laminated pastry in the form of puff pastry. The quick way of doing it is to get your egg yolks, your cornflour, your sugar, your vanilla and your single cream into the saucepan and stir really well. But we don't want the eggs to scramble, so you need to really keep an eye on this. It's the quick way of doing it, but it also comes with a bit of risk. So you need to keep your heat level quite low to begin with, but you also need to boil the custard till it starts to break the surface with bubbles. So use your balloon whisk to keep the mixture from settling to the bottom of the saucepan. You'll be able to feel it with a balloon whisk if it does. And you can see that I'm really animating this liquid. You can see as it starts to go a little bit thicker, I will take it off the hob to regulate the heat if I feel that it's sticking to the base, which it obviously is here. And it needs to go quite thick and to boil. I've also added some orange blossom to this to give it a traditional flavour, or you can also use cinnamon in it as well. Those two are often seen with this product. And you can see here it's really thickening up nicely now. Some people use it a much thicker liquid than this, but I think this gives you a really nice texture in the final product. If you do get any burnt bits, it doesn't really matter as long as they're not blackened burnt bits, because this pie is scorched anyway. So you can see it starting to plop there. That's the temperature that this custard needs to be. It now needs to be taken off the hob and stirred until it's cooler. And you're stirring it and then leaving it with some cling film over the surface to stop it developing a skin. At home I don't bother with this bit because I don't like cling film on my food, and the skin I just stir it in anyway because this is quite a rustic pie and the extra bits of skin just scorch more. And you'll see at the end why this is a scorched pie. Ready rolled puff pastry from the supermarket is ideal. It's thin enough to do the job, and all you need to do is leave it out of the fridge for half an hour so that it can be unrolled without cracking it, and then cut with the biggest pastry cutter that you've got to line quite deep muffin tins. Drape it in and then squish it against the sides so that the sides rise up a little bit and you make the sides a little bit thinner, because these will actually laminate and blow out. So you need to start with quite a thin base and sides. And then when you've done all of them, push them in, because again this is a rustic pie and it stops it sticking to the centre, to the edges of the muffin tin. Now this laminated pastry, although it looks quite thin here, has got layers of butter and dough rolled very, very thin, and when they go into the oven the butter turns to steam and melts the fat into each layer, rising each layer. It's called the steaming method, and you can make all sorts of products with this kind of laminated pastry. Here you've got a traditional vanilla slice. Once you've got the edges pulled in, very carefully distribute the custard without letting the custard go on the sides or the top. So you want it to go 3/4 into the custard cup, making sure that you're not getting any on the sides. And then when they're done, they're very scorched. This is the sort of level of colour we need. And they blow out when they're warm and then sink as they cool. You can have them slightly warm and then just feed them out with a spoon. And you can see here on this one, it's got a very, very dark brown, crispy base. And that's because we've let it scorch on top. And you can dust this with icing sugar to finish it off and serve it with some fruit, because it is quite a rich pie. There's butter in the pastry, there's a single cream made with the custard, and when you bite into it you can see the layers of the flaky pastry. And this also can be served with crystallised orange peel. You can see the level of scorchiness that you need with this.